Hello guys, I've put some papers out here to help you guys understand what we're facing as a country right now. And each paper represents a quarter, a fiscal quarter of the United States of America. We can see that there are 4 crayons in each quarter. 5 actually, sorry. Each one representing $200 billion. Why did we choose that? There was a Budget Control Act passed in 2011 that says you roughly have $1 trillion for every quarter to spend. The real number is 3.8, but we rounded it up so we didn't have to cut down crayons. So in this quarter, 7-1 to 10-1, we spent what the Budget Control Act allowed us to spend, the maximum, $988 billion. Now we come to this quarter and we have problems. 10-1, 13 to 1-1, 14. The Democratic CR, the clean CR that we hear about, provides funding from or all the way through 11-15, 1.04 trillion. And there we have $1 trillion. The problem is that we can only go to 11-15, but we need to go to 1-1. The Budget Control Act auto-corrects itself. So if we spend more in this quarter, then we have to take money from this quarter because it'll automatically do that. So let's see. So at 1.4, 11-15, we would need roughly 500 billion to get to the end of the quarter. So there we have 500 billion. It's actually 4, but we won't worry about that. This would be our new spending levels. So we would have roughly $1.4 billion every quarter. Here, we only have 3. So the sequester says you have to autocorrect here to only spend $600 billion in this quarter. So, if the Democratic CR passes, what we have to do is when we get here to 11-15, we have to either repeal the sequester or borrow from this quarter. And you could do it again. You could do it one more time, and you could say, we're going to take all of our money from the 3rd quarter of the fiscal year and put it here, and we're balanced again. So we can get through 4-1. But if we got to 4-1 to 7-1, we have no money left. So the only answer in the Democratic CR is to repeal the sequester and allocate for this quarter, which doesn't get us to the end of the fiscal year, another $1.6 trillion. So what's it work like for the Democrats? I mean for the Republicans. Let's put our money back where it belongs. Republican CR appropriates funding to 12-15, 966 billion. Doesn't get us to 1-1. Gets us to 12-15. So there's a shortage, but it's close. So we'll just round out the shortage and say that everything is paid for. But the shortage is actually 20 billion. You can go probably about 30 billion if you counted the time frame. So we're going to go 30 billion times 3, $90 billion. Basically a half crayon short. So we have a problem either way. But a half crayon is a whole lot better than 1.4 trillion. What is the problem? Well, the problem is that if we do this spending plus this spending represents all of government with the exception of the funding appropriated for the Affordable Health Care Act. Now you can't defund Obamacare. It's mandatory spending. So all other programs would be cut to be able to do this. Unless you could repeal Obamacare, and you can't do that. So this is the impasse. The budget works for Republicans if you repeal or find money for Obamacare. It doesn't work at all for the Democrats. Democrats will run into a stall on November 15th, which will be a government shutdown, mandatory by the sequester. That's it. Let me know what you think of the video. Take care, guys.